Welcome back to Tiki Tech Talk, and in today's episode, I will be going over the World Cup. This is a World Cup podcast, so make sure to strap in, because I'm going to talk about a lot. And starting off, I'm going to be doing my third place predictions. So let's start. France lost to Spain in the semifinal, and England bottled it to Argentina. So now they face off for the bronze medal in the third place game. And I feel like France, they have the team, and England, they have the defense. I don't know. But maybe Tuchel bottles it. Maybe France have no momentum because they've already lost to Spain. But I feel like this match is almost pretty clear. I have France winning 3-1 with a Dembele man of the match. I mean, Dembele, he's been great. England, I feel like they're going to get that goal. They're going to sit back, and then France is going to destroy them because France can beat teams that sit back. So yeah, France won the third place game. Next up, I got every player's chances of winning player of the tournament, the Golden Ball. Who is the best player in the World Cup? Here are every single percent that players have. Messi has a 72% chance for me of winning the Golden Ball. Best player at this tournament, no doubt. He's basically already won the Golden Boot, and he's led Argentina to back-to-back World Cup finals. Rodri, 11%. He's the best player for Spain, but I think he doesn't have that higher chance because he's not an attacker. But Rodri definitely deserves a shout. Lamine Yamal, 5%. He's not had the best tournament, but he is Lamine Yamal. And of course, that PR could get him a golden ball, so that's why I have him at 5%. Pedro Porro, I have 3%. Pedro Porro's been phenomenal all tournament as right back. He's been a part of that amazing Spanish defense, and I feel like he has a 3% chance. Oyarzabal, 2%. Spain's top goal scorer. He's been great all tournament. He's been the one scoring the goals, and even though he's not that known, he is still very, very good. Kubarsi, 2%. Kubarsi's a great player. He is one of the best defenders in that back line of Spain, and he definitely deserves a shout for player of the tournament, which is why I have him at 2%. I also have his center back partner, Laporte, at 2%, because both of those players are really, really good. And Laporte, he could win the player of the tournament because he's been remarkable at center back. Unai Simon, I have at 2%. Now, if he wasn't a goalkeeper, if they let goalkeepers win this award, then he would be really high up. Conceding 1 goal in 7 games is a remarkable achievement, even if the center backs have been carrying that. But he still should be proud of himself. He was a warrior against France, and I think he has a 2% chance. Enzo Fernandez has a 0.5% chance. He's been the second best player for Argentina, but whenever you have Messi, no other players have a chance of winning because Messi's just been so good. And that's why I also have Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez both at 0.25%. They have a chance, very liminal. They would have to have like an amazing final game in order to get player of the tournament. Next up, why can Spain destroy France every time? Now, people were saying that this France team is so good on paper and that they were basically guaranteed to go to the final. But for the past 3 tournaments, Spain has knocked them out. Euros in the semis, Nation League in the semis, and now World Cup in the semis. It's just like France can't get through Spain. Why? Well, Spain plays a modern tiki-taka. They had the tiki-taka back then, but now the game's gotten more defensive. So they made it more modern. And it works against those high-pressing teams like France. Because if Mbappe, Dembele, and Doué, and Olise are always pressing the center backs, then the center backs are going to find a way to get through the press because that's the tiki-taka way. Then they'll have space up between the midfielders. They can drop back, get 3 midfielders, overload the midfield. France can't do anything. And once you overload the midfield, you can push the ball forward, get it to Lamine or Nico Williams. because France doesn't have good defensive fullbacks. Koundé is more of attacking wingback, and Digne is not good. And yeah, they can just go through the midfield, pass it to the wingers. Wingers can find the midfield. Midfielders could either take a shot or find Oyarzabal, and bang, Spain score. And Lamine Yamal, he really worked against France because Luca Digne can guard Lamine Yamal. Well, he was kind of guarded by Teo Hernandez, but it was already too little too late. But Alex Baena also had a great game because he could get by Jules Koundé because Koundé is not much of a defensive. Koundé's more of a fullback than he is, or he's more of a wingback than he is a fullback. So Baena could just make those runs behind. And Nico Williams could also run in behind. But France, their defense, they have the two center backs, and their fullbacks run forward, their midfielders go down, and their attackers press. So they're playing like a 2-4-4. But Spain, they're playing a 4-2-3-1. So those four defenders can just play that tiki-taka around the midfielders. Then they have three midfielders, which outclass the two ones. And then the wingers can go upwards to make it a 4-3-3, and they would get behind the fullbacks, and Spain win that way. And in the game, they won a penalty, which was something. And that's how they scored the first goal. But the second goal was when they had the ball with their fullbacks who were running forward because there was so much space. They give it to Dani Olmo. Olmo flicks it past. France defense is all over the place, and Spain scored. So that's why Spain can beat France. But next up, I have every player's chance of winning the Golden Glove. This is the award for the best goalkeepers at the World Cup, and I'm going to be saying everyone's percentage that they could win it. Unai Simon has a 44% chance of winning the Golden Glove. He has been the best goalkeeper of the tournament. He's had one goal scored on him. Multiple people could probably make the argument that the defense helped him. Emiliano Martinez, I have at 30%. Emiliano's had a great tournament for Argentina. Argentina hasn't been that bad defensively, and he's been a warrior. He's even got Argentina hair, so he's definitely fighting for his country. Jordan Pickford, I have 15%. He's the best in the business. He's carried England through so many matches, but unfortunately couldn't make it to the final. But he has a chance of beating third place. And I feel like those are the big three. But then you have the ones that you could make an argument for. Vozinha, I have at 4%. He carried a small island nation in Cape Verde all the way to the knockouts, fighting against Argentina. They tied with both of the finalists through 90 minutes. Cape Verde, they are really good, okay? And I feel like Vozinha has a chance at 4%. Mike Maignan, I have a 2% chance. France's back line hasn't been that good. Their attack is much more known for being the best. When your attack is that good, your defense isn't that bad. But I feel like Mike Maignan still should get 2%. Then you have the 5 players with 1%. Gregor Kobel, he won the shootout for Switzerland. He was great against Argentina, and Gregor Kobel definitely deserves a shout. Nyland, he was great for Norway the entire tournament. He didn't have a good game in the France game, but against Brazil, he was the reason why they were able to go through. Courtois also deserves a shout. He was great for Belgium, got him to the quarterfinals. Of course, he's not prime Belgium or prime Courtois. This is a masterful tournament by him. That's a good tournament. That deserves a shout. Orlando Gill, he was great for Paraguay. Won back-to-back man of the matches, even when they lost against France. Orlando Gill won man of the match, so he definitely deserves it. And finally, we have Alisson. He was great for Brazil. He had a decent tournament. Not enough to get a high shout, but definitely a shout indeed at 1%. Next up, I have every player's chance to win the Young Player Award. And this kind of feels like a runaway, but it could not be. Lamine Yamal, I have a 78% chance. He's definitely the clear favorite. He has Spain in the final. He's under 21. He's one of the best players in the world. so he's most likely going to win it. But my other players, I have Jonathan Monzambi at 11%. Monzambi had a fantastic tournament for Switzerland, was their best player. Even as a young player, he got his move to Aston Villa for $60 million, replacing an experienced center mid in Yuri Tielemans. And Monzambi, he's definitely a second runner-up. Kubarsi, I have at 5% chance. Many wouldn't say that he's really much of a young player, but many argue that he could be like even the winner because of how resilient Spain's defense has been. But I just don't see them giving it to Kubarsi over Lamine Yamal. I still have him at 5%, but I just don't see it happening. Yan Diomande, I have a 3% chance. He was great for Ivory Coast. Didn't make it that far, but he was still fantastic, so he at least deserves a shout. Nico Paz, I have at a 1% chance. Now, he's the best under-21 player for Argentina who made it to the final, so at least he should get a shout here, but he's not much. He's not going to get much more. Desiree Doué, I also have at a 1% chance. He did not have a good tournament, not at all, but whenever you're that guy like Desiree Doué, anything is possible, and I feel like he definitely deserves to be at 1%. And finally, Niko Vuskovic at 1%. He was great for Croatia. Kind of a slow tournament, but he did get his big move to Brighton. He was decent for Croatia, better than Gvardiol, and he deserves that 1%. And what you all been waiting for this entire thing, if anyone's even watching, the World Cup final predictions. Spain versus Argentina. Two teams that love to keep the ball. Spain, a team that has the best midfield in the world. Not no Portugal. It is Spain. Argentina, a team who has Messi. Messi has been remarkable this entire tournament, and he could take this team to anywhere. And I think that this game could go either way. In the 22nd minute, I think Fabian Ruiz will pass it out to Lamine Yamal. Lamine will curve in, take a shot, bang, 1-0 Spain. Then, in the 39th minute, Nico Williams gets the ball. He passes it out for a long shot by Rodri. 2-0 in the 39th by Rodri. But then, in the 68th minute, Lautaro Martinez passes it out to Messi. Messi dribbles past a man, shoots past the keeper. 2-1. And that's the final result. I think Spain beats Argentina 2-1. Argentina, I feel like Messi will get the goal. He will win the Golden Boot. But Spain have the better team on paper and in general. And that's why Spain, I believe, will win the World Cup. The finalissima we never got. Now, in the World Cup final. Rodri, I think, has a very good chance of winning Man of the Match. And if he does, then that will definitely boost his case for player of the tournament. But, of course, Messi will probably win it either way. And Spain win the World Cup final because they are inevitable. This would mean that they won the Euros, went to the Nations League final, and won the World Cup. Spain might be starting a new dynasty with Lamine. I'll see you next time on Tiki Taka Talk.